first sounds of a new life emerge. The first instant a new family is born.
I have a great grandson. He's beautiful, he's so handsome.
It is a moment of celebration and shared joy.
I'm impressed. I'm overjoyed.
For this family and for the entire nation. Today is the 9-month anniversary of the September 11th attacks. Today is June 11th, 2002. A day of renewal. A day of remembrance. A day when newborns are the heroes.
What I can remember the best is the blue sky.
It was the most beautiful day. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, and the radio announcer actually said, today's going to be one of the most beautiful days New York has seen this year.
Nobody could believe what was happening. We just stood there with our mouths open. We could not believe it.
On September 11th, the world seemed to stop.
Friends didn't make it out, and colleagues didn't make it out.
A lot of kids lost their mothers and fathers, and you feel their pain.
That day, thousands of families lost sons and daughters, mothers and fathers, husbands and wives. That day, lives ended, while others were just about to begin.
That's what happens in life. Life is a cycle. So we have deaths, but we also give birth to new life.
On June 11th, Volante Sneed gave birth to one such new life. One of hundreds born on this special 9-month anniversary. From 6 hospitals, uniquely touched by the 9/11 attacks, here are 7 lives that began on 6/11. Every time she thinks about what happened on September 11th, Miriam Ormsby gets emotional.
That was really rough. You know, I didn't want to do anything fun. I certainly didn't want to think about having a baby.
That day, her husband Charles, a captain in the U.S. Army, was inches away from the attack on the Pentagon.
Oh, it was awful. I totally didn't know what was going to happen. I worried about him going to work. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how I got through that. I just want to squeeze your hand.
Miriam is 40 weeks and 3 days pregnant with her first child.
Can't wait to see her, or him.
At 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, she checked into the National Naval Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland, just 9 miles from the Pentagon. When the Pentagon was hit on September 11th, medical personnel at the center mobilized. Members of their military family were under fire. This was personal. On the 9-month anniversary, the sounds of newborns mark a poignant moment of remembrance.
Not only did they obviously conceive very close to September 11th, but you know, once we went past midnight, I kind of realized all of a sudden, oh my gosh, it is. It adds a whole nother, I guess, positive twist to the whole delivery, and starting anew, and you know, having the baby. So it's kind of a neat thing.
Right now, Miriam is on oxygen because her baby's heartbeat is erratic.
Her blood pressure was low for a little while, but they were able to get the blood pressure back up in the safe range. They also were concerned about the position of the baby.
It was pretty rough before we got the ultrasound to see that the baby was still kicking. And I think taught us that pregnancies aren't easy things, you know, and that things go wrong a lot of times. Little things, big things.
Right now, she's still distant from being able to deliver vaginally, and the baby's heart rate, which is all we can monitor as far as how well the baby's doing, is not reassuring.
At 4 a.m., 14 hours into labor, the baby's heart rate begins dropping, an indication it's not getting enough oxygen. So doctors stopped the Pitocin that was inducing Miriam's labor.
Obviously, if the baby's having problems with the contractions, you want to stop the contractions so that the baby can recover. Why don't we go ahead and get her contraction pattern up, make sure the baby can tolerate that first, then we'll start pushing, because otherwise we're just going to tire you out, and there's no need to do that right now.
The medical team will watch Miriam closely for any signs of increasing danger. At Brooklyn Hospital Center, 31-year-old Felicia Oliver is 9 months pregnant with a baby she never expected to have.
It was unexpected, but it was great. And it's a boy. And it's been a wonderful experience for me.
9 months ago, Brooklyn Hospital Center became a vital refuge for hundreds of injured New Yorkers. That day, thousands of people fleeing the devastation of the World Trade Center collapse escaped across the Brooklyn Bridge, some into the helping hands at this hospital.
Then you had a lot of people walking across the Brooklyn Bridge. We knew that it was possible, being right across the bridge, that some of those people might come here. It brought out a lot of tension, of course, but it also brought out the best in people. So it was a day to remember, for sure, you know. Certainly a day to remember.
You know, it's a blessing. I'm bringing a new life into the world. You don't always reflect back on 9/11. There's something you will never forget or forgive. But, I mean, we must move on.
Just relax.
Felicia's baby is 6 weeks early, raising serious concerns about the potential dangers of a premature birth.
Here we go, okay. And she's being monitored very carefully because at 34 weeks, what we worry about is the baby's lungs are not fully developed. So the baby's at great risk for respiratory problems.
When Felicia's amniotic sac broke, her baby's heart rate dropped. The midwife monitoring her progress is taking every precaution.
She's got a little tube inside that's measuring her contractions, but it's also putting water back into her uterus because she thought the baby's heartbeat was going down a couple of times. We gave her the amnio infusion to give a little bit more water inside to give the baby a cushion.
Felicia's labor is already becoming difficult. The medical staff was preparing to administer an epidural when she suddenly began having an asthma attack.
She's wheezing right now from the asthma. Well, the problem is if you're having a breathing problem and you give an epidural, which could also cause your breathing to be shallow, shorter, then you can have problems.
It's an indescribable pain. It's like the worst cramps that you ever felt. And it's in the lower part of your stomach and your back. There's nothing you can do about it until it just, you know, ease up, you know, by itself.
A special machine delivers asthma medicine directly into Felicia's lungs. The goal is to reopen Felicia's airways and stop her asthma attack before it seriously jeopardizes her delivery. When the World Trade Center towers were hit, every hospital in the New York area braced for a swarm of emergencies. Lutheran Medical Center, just 9 miles from Ground Zero, was one of them.
Everyone was prepared and waiting, and it was almost eerily quiet here. We had a few firemen, policemen, people with minor injuries that came through the ER, but we anticipated so much more, and we didn't see it. It was very, very eerie. It'll be nice to deliver the babies now, 9 months later.
Today at Lutheran, 18-year-old Jasmine Molina is about to give birth to her first child.
She's 4 to 5 centimeters. She's progressing very well in labor. I just took away some of the residual membrane that was there, and the fluid is clear, which indicates that the baby is doing fine.
By 10:51 a.m., 5 hours into labor, Jasmine's contractions are getting stronger. But her doctor believes the baby is very large. That could be a problem for Jasmine when it's time to deliver.
Oh my God.
You know, I remember when I have her. I feel so proud of her. She's doing very good.
Oh.
It's too hard. I want to take her place, but I can't.
You feel it? Okay. And push down. Push down. Come on.
Hopefully, she's in good hands.
3, 4, 5, 6.
See, we stopped it for a while when you were having the problems. Now we're gonna restart. Good blood pressure?
As a tribute to American soldiers fighting the war on terrorism, Miriam and Charles have decided to name their baby Lark.
It's symbolic of protection of soldiers in war. So I thought that was kind of really interesting because, I mean, she's going to be born 9 months the day from September 11th, and then the significance of the name Lark.
At 5:15 a.m., 15 hours after checking into the Naval Medical Center, Miriam is ready to deliver. Oxygen has helped stabilize the baby's fluctuating heart rate.
So we did some measures in here, helping Mom by getting her blood pressure back up, getting her some oxygen, changing her position, and turning off the medicine we were using to help her contractions.
Having never been pregnant before, I guess I just figured it. Nothing was going to go wrong or ever be scary. I don't know why I thought that, but I never thought I would be sick. I thought I'd just be pregnant.
And just go ahead, quick exhale, deep breath in, and right back on it. If you don't get that deep breath in, it's hard to really push. The baby had not been advancing down the pelvis. It had been staying at its station, as we call it, far up in the pelvis, but it had progressed down, and it looks like we're, hopefully right now, it looks like we're headed for a vaginal delivery, which obviously is everybody's goal. Cleansing breath in and out. Now in and hold it, and push. Push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're almost there. Push it out. Push it out. Come on out. Push the baby out. A little harder. A little harder. A little more. Come on.
Oh my God.
Something is wrong. The baby's shoulder is stuck under the pubic bone, trapping her in the birth canal.
Alex, I need you to reach your hand up here on her pubic bone. I need you to push down just above the pubic bone, and I need you to push down. You're pushing that shoulder underneath. Ready? Real hard, Alex. Real hard. Push. Push. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, push now. Push this baby out.
Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on.
Get a good angle.
Come on.
Tell we need some help in here. We got a shoulder dystocia. Okay, we got some. We got a shoulder, okay? We got a shoulder. Push. Come on, kiddo. Push this baby. We got it. Okay, here's baby. Here comes baby. Okay. Okay, we're good. Baby's out. Okay, couple of clamps. Yep, go ahead and clamp it.
But in just seconds, the joy is abruptly cut short. Baby Lark isn't breathing. The medical team must act immediately.
Everyone lost someone that they knew. I lost someone that I knew. And then it hit you, and for the first time in my life, I felt threatened on my own turf. And that was a very sombering, humbling experience.
On the morning of September 11th, 90 minutes forever changed the lives of families in 30 countries. 9 months later, another life has come down to minutes.
Yep, go ahead and cut it. Got it? Got it. Good, let's get this kid over here.
Miriam's baby girl still isn't breathing.
Talk to her.
Ended up being a bigger baby than we thought it up.
The medical team moves quickly to suction her lungs.
Lots of stimulation, lots of stimulation, lots of stimulation, lots of stim.
Precious seconds tick by and still no sound.
Lots of stim. He's got bright eyes. Go ahead and suction that kiddo. Come on, kiddo. Yeah. Slow starter.
Then finally, the first cry from this fragile new life.
That's what it's all about, right there. Don't cut the cord, Dad. Come on, you can do it. That's your job.
Nice and firm.
Part of the problem was that baby was almost 9.5 pounds. It was a 9-pound, 6-ounce baby. Mom has kind of a narrow pelvis, and so that was probably the reason that earlier the baby wasn't coming down through the canal.
Staying in the birth canal longer than normal forced too much amniotic fluid into baby Lark's lungs, temporarily blocking her ability to breathe.
I think you need to see these.
Oh, she will. To try and do the repair, yeah, we'll need a stool.
Okay, Charlie, hold her for this.
Repair. Ready for this?
Okay, hon. Okay, get her.
So, what we want to do is check out this.
Fall to the side. She feels like pushing. Right. Let me see. We'll wait for contraction. This is our labor board. She is at +2. She's fully dilated. Her cervix is open to 10 centimeters. Okay, you want to push down? Push down. Take a deep breath.
It's now 12:35 p.m. at Brooklyn Hospital Center.
The next step is +3, then crowning, meaning the head is coming out of the vagina.
6. Keep pushing. 7. 8.
So she's very close to being delivered.
That was very good. That was a good push. Relax in between.
Felicia has been in hard labor for 15 hours.
Come down towards me. Come on. Pull your knees up. Lift your head up. Come on. Now deep breath. Let's get this baby out. Come on. Push. 1.
Felicia's asthma attack has subsided, and she is fully dilated. But now the delivery is being complicated by recurring pain that is making her sick.
That was excellent. Excellent, Felicia.
That was very good.
Okay, listen, Felicia. Come down towards me. Felicia. Please.
Felicia, you have to breathe. Now you have to breathe in your contraction out.
Felicia.
Sorry, sir.
That's all right.
Come down towards me.
Please.
Come down towards me.
Anything. I can't do it no more.
Felicia.
Felicia was given an epidural, but barely an hour later the pain returned, an indication that the medication may be wearing off.
Push right here. It's right here, Felicia. Right here. Come on, come on, come on. Push, 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 push. Let's get this baby out. Come on, push.
Or that there may be some other problem.
Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Stronger. More. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Come on, more, Felicia. Come on, more. Get this baby out. Come on.
It's hard. We're going to pass out. You have to get this okay. Please, I'm losing it.
So come down, we'll give you some numbing medication.
Please, please, please.
At 10:15 a.m. on September 11th, 45 people lost their lives when United Flight 93, headed for a target in Washington, D.C., crashed into this field in Pennsylvania. 80 miles away, Tricia and Andy Sobahart are about to have their first baby at Allegheny General Hospital in Pittsburgh, the place nearest to the crash site.
Said you kind of wanted to try doing it natural.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I don't know if I'm gonna succeed at that.
Tricia has been undergoing twice weekly prenatal checkups because she's showing signs of preeclampsia. pregnancy-related high blood pressure that can become dangerous.
When I started doing that, my blood pressure's been going up, going down. My protein in my urine's been fluctuating and stuff like that. And to be on the safe side, they decided to induce me a week early from my due date.
By 7:30 a.m., 13 hours after checking into the hospital, Tricia is starting her contractions.
I didn't even get you a card.
That's all right. Well, right now, the early stages here, I mean, it's just, real, deep, regular breathing, just to get through the more mild contractions, and then
I'm afraid if these are
Yeah.
mild contractions, I'm afraid what the full-fledged ones are going to be.
You tell me if I'm hurting you, okay?
I kind of had a feeling that it would go smoothly like this, simply because I've seen her in other situations, other surgeries, and she's always, very good, very, patient, takes things, especially pain, very well. And I knew she'd be real good with this.
I'm a lot better with pain than he is. Always been this way. I guess, I don't know. I had to be patient to live with you.
Yeah.
Push down.
Okay,
Good,
keep pushing.
After 8 hours of labor, Jasmine is minutes away from delivering her baby.
Push.
Okay, shh. Push. Good. More. Slowly.
Baby boy.
Congratulations.
At 2:33 p.m., 8.5 hours after she went into labor, Jasmine becomes the proud mother of a 10.5-pound baby boy.
Very good. Wow, you are chunky. You helped me so much. Thank you.
9 months ago, the pregnancy caused a rift between Jasmine and her mother. The tragedy of 9/11 helped mend it.
Why is that your mother?
It's always a joy to bring in new life, but to think that it's sort of an offspring of such a horrible time, it's sort of the more positive side of things.
Happy birthday. Do you want to try breastfeeding? He's so pretty, so beautiful. To have a baby in your arms that you've kept inside of you for 9 months, and finally getting to meet him, to see him, it's just so wonderful. Oh my God.
I had delivered a lady probably around 6:30 or 7:30 that morning. I just said, I'm so sorry that this is the day, because that's the baby's birthday for the rest of its life, and we'll never forget.
To me, it's like as if a wrecking ball hit your house, you'd feel like a shudder, but amazing how the world changed in that split, couple seconds.
September 11th is a day Camille and Air Force Major Rich Houghton will never forget.
They stopped our training class to tell us about the World Trade Center something had happened bad there, and they were trying to figure out what to do, and all of a sudden we felt this kind of shudder through the building, and the alarms went off, and they said, please evacuate. Amazing seeing everyone get out of there.
When American Airlines Flight 77 hit the Pentagon at 9:30 a.m., Camille thought her husband had been killed.
Maybe it was 10 minutes until he had the opportunity to call. That was a difficult time.
Because the last time we'd seen each other was, at about 6:30, she dropped me off right in front of the Pentagon.
Well, I was really worried, but the Pentagon is a huge place. It's very, very big, but I was just very anxious.
checked in at 7 o'clock, and we talked to the nurses, and they told us it would be a little while to get the room ready, but the waiting room was neat.
Now, the events that are about to unfold on the 9-month anniversary of the attacks are so important, they're keeping notes.
And so I told him this time, you know, get that notebook out, because I want you to be keep track of what goes on during the day.
All right, Cammie, here's your read back. So at 9:40 we started the Pitocin. I wrote, gentlemen, start your engines.
Are you having a contraction right now?
Yes.
Camille and Rich are at the National Naval Medical Center in Bethesda, just hours away from delivery. Camille is a week overdue. Her doctor has decided she's waited long enough.
I'm about 41 and a half weeks pregnant, and you always hear that 40 weeks is, you know, that's when your due date is at 40 weeks, but the due date came and went, and it was the same with the first baby. The due date came and went, and I had to be induced the first time too.
Because this is her second pregnancy, the medical staff expects Camille's labor to progress quickly.
This is a pretty good size, baby.
The baby's jumping around in there. That's good.
I'd like to listen to your heart.
And 11:05, 4 centimeters and 90% effaced, so that's pretty good. Time to break the waters. A note that the baby must be thinking something huge is going on out there, because we want that baby to be curious enough to come on out. But once you're completely effaced, things will go quick, so that's what we got. You want me to write anything else down? Did I miss anything? Additions, corrections?
By 1:45 in the afternoon at the Brooklyn Hospital Center, Felicia's pain has become unbearable. After 16 hours of hard labor, the epidural she was given is no longer helping. The only thing her doctors can do is give her local anesthesia.
Is injecting local anesthesia at the perineum, which is not really where most of the pain is. Most of the pain is actually in the abdomen. The uterus contracts. It's a giant muscle. That's where the pain is. But sometimes this will help a little bit. Oh, you're numb. Come on, push, 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 push. Listen, come on. Deep push, come on, push, 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 push. Okay, Felicia, push down.
It is unbearable. Please. I can't do it. I can't.
Okay.
I cannot do it.
What's happening is when she pushes and she feels that pain, she can't seem to break through past it. She's losing it. So I think at this point we need to calm down, let her, get a little bit of pain relief, and then we'll push a little bit with her afterwards.
Felicia's doctors don't want her to stop for too long. Extended labor can cause problems, and Felicia's premature baby is already at risk.
Depends on how well the baby's doing inside. But it depends if the baby's heart rate, for example, is going down, if the labor is what we would call obstructed, which is, it just doesn't fit through, and you leave the baby there, yes, you can have damage.
Well, we're going to try it again. We gave her what's called a top off. Okay. We put something in an epidural, so she was numb for about an hour. Let the head come down. Even when they're numb, they still continue to contract.
Okay, go ahead, push, push.
Right here, Felicia, right here. Come on. There you go. Stop, don't stop. Don't let it go back up. Keep going, come on.
Head is right there.
Breath, push.
Deep breath, come on, push. Come on, Felicia. Keep going. Come on, again. Keep going. Come on, push. Okay, there we go. Congratulations. Small baby with a big head. Here's your little baby.
At 2:09 p.m., Felicia finally delivers her baby boy.
Oh, what do you think of that, huh? Great.
As expected, he is relatively small, weighing 5 pounds, 14 ounces.
He's beautiful, but he's a little premature, right? So he's going to go upstairs to the NICU just to be observed.
9 months after 9/11, this is beautiful. Beautiful. I wouldn't have thought it would happen, but it is beautiful. This is great. Connects for a happier day. Oh, this is a blessing. This is a blessing.
Doctors in the NICU will closely monitor Felicia's baby. At 6 weeks preterm, his lungs might not be developed enough to sustain breathing on their own. At 7 a.m., 19-year-old Jamie Vieira is anxiously awaiting the birth of her first child, a baby boy.
Well, they just checked me, so I'm 8 centimeters. I got Pitocin, and that's gonna make my labor come a little bit more faster. And by 12 o'clock, hopefully, I'll be seeing my son.
Jamie is 41 weeks pregnant, 7 days overdue. She checked into Brooklyn Hospital Center 23 hours ago.
When I checked her about an hour or so ago, she was 8 centimeters. The head is nice and low, and I'm hoping that she's going to deliver soon.
She's getting another one.
Push down in your bottom, in your bottom.
Push down, push down.
Jamie believes the baby she's about to deliver was conceived just 1 day before the September 11th attacks.
Push harder, 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 harder. Relax, relax, relax.
Take a deep breath.
Good. Hard as
Hold on to me, go ahead.
David Gonzalez, the baby's father, has been by Jamie's side throughout the day and night.
Squeeze it as hard as you can. You gotta push.
It doesn't feel like it works, though.
It's working, baby. It's coming out.
See it?
A little bit. It's coming out. It's opening. Yeah, it's coming out. Ready? Push. Take a deep breath and push. Push.
Push, 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 push.
Go ahead. There you go. Come on.
Push, push. Long and hard, long and hard. She's trying to push, but she really doesn't feel that much. She's tired, so we're gonna have her rest for a little bit, and we'll try to push with her in about 20 minutes.
It's coming.
It's coming again.
How about 8 centimeters? Wow! It's only 2 more to go. You just have a wee little
This is Trisha's second day at Allegheny General Hospital. The increasing intensity of her contractions convinced Trisha to forego natural childbirth and get an epidural.
Now you just have a wee little bit on the top. Look at that. Go you. Go you.
I'm so glad I got that epidural. It's the best thing in the world. I don't care. If I ever do this again, I will never do it natural.
You feeling okay, Trisha?
Hurts.
Does it feel good to push against that pain or not?
It's just all up here. It's not down there.
Can you lift up, Trisha? It's always this way. Wait, and then you scurry at the end.
Come on, push. 1, 2, push it hard. 3, 4, keep pushing. 5, push. 6, little harder. 7, 8, 9, 10. Deep breath, right back. Right back. 1, push. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 5. Almost. Oh, wow. I got the whole head. Whole head. Just push, honey. Just push. The whole head's out. Push. 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 Push.
Oh, there you go. We have a little over it.
Look at him.
Okay, Dad, right in between here. Right in between there. Be a little blood splash. Don't be alarmed. Okay, dry that baby off. Trisha, you did so well.
So perfect.
Say happy birthday, Mom. Happy birthday, Dad.
Anytime you have a beautiful baby, it's fine.
7 pounds, 4 ounces.
Reflecting back on the events of September 11th, Trisha and Andy hope their first child will always remind them that new life is a celebration of renewal.
pain in the butt.
When you see a miracle like this, it makes anything possible in the world, so you might as well just go ahead and make the best of what you got, because it's all you have to work with.
Herds of people were running by the emergency room to get over the Brooklyn Bridge. And all we heard was these horrendous sounds like thunder. You knew you had to be here, but yet it was probably the most frightening moment in my life, as well as so many other people who worked here.
Loretta Hammonds is 36.5 weeks pregnant and about to give birth to her third child. 9 months ago, she had to explain the September 11th terrorist attacks to her 5-year-old daughter.
She saw it and she didn't know what was going on because she said, "Why do I have to stay home from school?" It's kind of hard to explain because she doesn't know about terrorists and bombing and stuff like that, because she even said, "Why do they do that, Mommy?" But, there's no real answer saying why they do things like that. I just said there's some bad people out there. You just have to stay away from and watch.
Loretta checked into Mercy Medical Center in Baltimore almost 12 hours ago to be induced.
People think, once you have the baby, that's it, but, you have to raise that baby, and you can't be with the baby every minute, so it's scary knowing your baby's going out in the world and you're not there every minute with it.
On September 11th, doctors and nurses at Mercy Medical Center watched and waited, ready to aid in the efforts to save lives at the Pentagon.
I remember just thinking to myself that we're going to have to save so many lives to make up for the people that just got killed. So you fight so hard to save every person, every baby that comes in every day, and then in 10 minutes, they've destroyed that many lives. Anything you can do to negate that kind of horror, and so every time there's a new baby, it's a good thing.
Go ahead and bend your knees.
Loretta is worried about this baby because it's coming almost a month early. But there's no other choice. Loretta has high blood pressure, and doctors are concerned about what it could do.
I was toxic with my first 2 pregnancies, so they didn't want me to go toxic too far with this pregnancy. Because of the toxemia, it makes my blood pressure really high, and it could harm me and the baby. And I could go into seizures, they said. So before that happens, they want to stop it.
Her blood pressure's been running a little high, but she still has trace protein, and she doesn't have any symptoms of preeclampsia, so now we're still considering her just pregnancy-induced hypertension. So we're keeping a close eye on it. Since you're a pro at pushing, we're gonna get all ready. And it's gonna take too long, okay? Put your hands behind your legs. Okay, I see dark hair. You can bear down. Go to push. That's it.
At the Brooklyn Hospital Center, Jamie Vieira is 20 hours into a painful labor.
Push, 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 push.
After 41 weeks of pregnancy, the strain of pushing is wearing her out.
Beautiful, beautiful. Again.
Can't come on, we can't come on. It's right there, it's right there. Just push, push.
Jamie and her boyfriend, David Gonzalez, are about to become first-time parents.
Go ahead. Keep pushing. You're doing well. Go ahead again.
Okay, Jamie, hold on. Just listen to me, all right? Thank you.
Yeah.
No, the baby's fine. You don't want the baby to come flying out. You're going to tear yourself that way.
You don't want that, do you?
If you cut it, maybe he'll come out. Well, that might be the case. Not him. Cut it. Because I can't do this.
Yeah, you can.
Here we go. Listen to me.
Okay. Take a deep breath and give me the hardest push you got. Okay? Deep breath and push down.
Push.
Okay, baby's head is up. Relax. Just get out. No, keep pressing. Push down. Push down. Good job. Good job. And it's a beautiful boy. It's a beautiful boy.
At 12:41 p.m. on June 11th, 2002, Elijah David Gonzalez makes a loud and joyous arrival.
That's it. I think so.
It's nice. He'll remember this day for a long time. He's living history.
Eight hours after a painful delivery, Felicia is visiting her infant son for the first time in the NICU.
So far he looks okay. He's feeding well. And like I said,
His name is Jalen Derek Gilliam. He's 5 pounds, 14 ounces, 17 and a half inches long, and he was born 2:09 p.m. today.
we're feeding him like a full-term baby. He doesn't need any supplemental IV fluid because he can tolerate a full-term infant's feeding. If everything's fine, if he feeds well, if the blood culture is negative, there's no reason why he can't go home with you on Thursday.
You stinky bird.
Do you want to hold him?
Yes. Yeah, you know my voice, don't you? I knew he was coming. Didn't know he was coming this early. But it was like, wow, this is what I waited for all this time. And here he is. September 11th, they really brought families together. I mean, me and my mom was like this. My family, me and my family is close anyway. But it just draw you closer.
Good job. Just about there. The baby's head. Just about there.
9 months after he survived the attack on the Pentagon, Rich Houghton is about to become a proud father for the second time.
Okay, you ready to see your baby? Ready?
Next time, you feel ready to push right now?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Why don't you go ahead and grab behind your thighs here and pull them up towards you.
No,
You can't do that? Okay, we'll hold your legs up for you then. I got you, I got you. Lisa, you want to grab her leg? Okay, take a deep breath in and push. There you go.
Back there, good.
Perfect, perfect. Deep breath in.
Doing awesome, man.
And doing push. 2, 3, push that baby. 4, 5.
Oh, that baby's right there.
7, 8, 9, 10. Baby's here. Baby's doing fine.
Is it really?
Yeah, baby's right there.
Right there. Okay, we'll let things stretch out a little bit. The heart rate's great.
I feel like I should push again here.
Go ahead and give it a push here. And push.
Push that baby. There you go. Oh, yeah. Here's
4.
There's a baby.
5. Good job. Baby's head's out. You can stop pushing here for a second. Okay, you can stop pushing for a second.
Take a
Stop
breath.
pushing. Hold on. Stop pushing. We're going to reduce the cord here. Just wrap around the neck. There we go.
There we go. Now.
Good job.
Oh, there's a baby. That's what we're looking for.
Mom is really looking forward to
Ready?
meeting him.
Okay. There you go. Congratulations.
I just think a baby is a blessing, and I think that the world is different. It's not necessarily worse or a bad place, and there's so much potential for great things.
only way I can explain to you what 9/11 and the following days were like was as if I was working in a battle zone. We had no electricity in this whole area. There was no TV. There was no phone system. We were working in the dark ages.
On September 11th, doctors and nurses working in New York and Washington and Pittsburgh held their breath, prepared for the worst, hoping for the best.
And you just felt very isolated and alone, never knowing what would happen. It's an unforgettable experience. I'm glad I've gone through it, and then part of me wishes that I would not have gone through it.
So I want you to grab underneath your knees, Loretta, okay? Breath in and bear down. I need some lube, Dale.
Moments away from delivery, Loretta and Mike Hammonds are also hoping for the best. Baby is coming early and could be at risk.
Put your hand behind your leg.
And pull it back, Loretta.
Curl up like a ball.
There you go. That's
Pushing
it.
your
Come on,
bottom,
down.
not
Hurry
your
up.
face.
Loretta, hold on. Okay, stop for a second. Stop for a second. Watch your tears.
Very good.
What's now? Hold on 1 second. Say, Daddy, look at me. Hold on. Don't push this yet. Let me suction the baby's mouth and nose out.
All right.
He's gonna be here for a preemie?
Just called him in.
Okay. Okay. Well, no shoulder problem there. And it's central. Congratulations. You got her legs down.
045.
Why don't we put her up on her stomach? Okay. Say, disconnect me first. Okay. You're not gonna cut her. She can't feel this at all. No nerves in the cord. She's a little squirt. We're talking like 5.5, 6 pounds. You ready?
Loretta's new baby daughter is small, but her hearty cries indicate she is strong and healthy.
That was like the quickest pushing, eh? That was like one push.
All right, we're going to take her and check her out.
You come back. But when you feel that urge to push, it's like you just gotta push, so I'm glad it went really fast.
Following the events of 9/11, Loretta and Mike feared for the safety of their growing family.
Oh gosh.
9 months later, they feel only joy.
What can you see bad in a little baby, you know? And you talk about the baby and everybody's happy and closer together. It just makes you, one big happy family.
On June 11th, 2002, the sounds of 7 new lives are music to the ears of a nation. Once gripped by mourning and sorrow, now finding renewed hope in the promise of tomorrow.
If we just stop and give up and do absolutely nothing and live in fear, the terrorists have won their battle. And the children today, they might fight the wars tomorrow, but they also might bring the peace tomorrow. And who are we to decide?